Hi guys, welcome to our week 9 meeting. Sorry I'm really late. Okay, so this week is our exam week, and then let me see. Let me see who's online. Robert is online. Adriana, Victoria, Dao is online. Maya is online. Shayla, long time no see. Shayla, Abdul is online. Jonathan. Okay, so Clark. All right, guys. Now let me see. So Robert says chapter 12. All right, so let's hands online too. So let's spend a little time, go over chapter 12. So chapter 12 is not an easy chapter. It requires some calculations. I think we should be able to go over the quiz on chapter 12. Let me see if I can open the quiz on chapter 12. I think chapter 12 was on tax, right? The income tax and stuff. Content. Yeah, guys, if you have any questions that you want me to go over, just post it on the chat box, and I'll go over each question one by one. Okay. All right. So let's look at chapter 12. Do we have any questions on the? So the quiz is the most definitions. Hmm. All right, guys, give me 1 second. Let me check on the questions on the test for chapter 12. I'm not supposed to. I'm not supposed to tell what the questions are on the test. But let me see. Okay, give me 1 second. Let me see test 2. I think that the chapter 12 test 2 in test 2 is most definitions. So if you do the definitions, you should be fine on chapter 12 on the test. Let me look at my test again. Yeah, it's most definitions, guys. So for chapter 12, if you go over the definitions, you should be fine on the test. And I don't think there's any calculations on chapter 12. They're all definitions. Okay. So yeah, just do definitions on chapter 12, you'll be fine. Does anybody have any other questions on any other chapters? All right, let me see. Guys, if you know questions, then let's go over some of the PowerPoints that you might need to know. Okay. Let me do screen sharing. So share screen. Let me do my PowerPoints. All right, so let's go backwards. So let's go, let's start from front. Let's start from chapter 7. All right, so chapter 7 is on the consumer, producer, and market surplus. So for this chapter, you need to know what is consumer surplus, what is producer surplus, and what is this willing to pay. So all the definitions are very important. So know all the definitions, and then also what you need to know is that how to calculate your area for the triangle. Now, if you see a demand curve or supply curve looks like a staircase, to find the area, just find the vertical distance. That will be the area. Okay. So suppose for this problem, let's say the price is at 100, and it's asking you how much your consumer surpass. Then you find a vertical distance between each level. So this is what 200 on the first one, and then 150 on the second one, and then this would be 75, and last one is looks like what 25, and then add up everything all together. That's a consumer surpass. And then when you do the regular demand curve, let's suppose this is our price line over here, and then this blue area is a consumer surplus. So base times height over 2. So that will be 30 times 15 divided by 2. That's a consumer surplus. Okay, so those are easy stuff. Make sure you know the difference. So know what's a total surplus. So total surplus is your consumer surplus plus producer surplus. And then for total surplus, if you look at the graph, it's the big triangle that's combining your consumer surplus with producer surplus, and that's your total surplus. Okay. I think that's it for chapter 7. And then next, let's look at chapter 8. All right, so chapter 8 is also based on chapter 7. Is this thing called cost taxation? So how much tax that's affecting our total surplus? So make sure you remember that the tax is different between how much buyer pays and how much seller receive. So if you have a marketplace that your let's say buyer, do I have a number here? So if buyer pays 250, seller receive 150, and then the difference, that's your tax. So this would be $100 tax. And then once you have this tax over here, above PB, below your demand curve, this triangle is your consumer surplus. And then below the PS, above supply curve, this is your producer surplus. This rectangle in the middle, that's your tax revenue. And then this triangle on the right, that's our deadweight loss. Okay, so know how to find an area for each one. And then for elasticity and deadweight loss, remember, the higher the elasticity, the higher the deadweight loss. The lower the elasticity, the lower the deadweight loss. Okay, just remember that. All right, let me see what else need to talk about for chapter. Okay, so know what's a Laffer curve. So basically means that the higher the tax rate, so as your percentage of tax is increasing, this revenue curve changes. So at the beginning, when you increase your tax rate, your revenue goes up, but at the end, when you increase the tax rate, your revenue goes down. Okay, so that's the Laffer curve. All right, so that's chapter 8. Yeah, for those of you who finished tests already, from what I'm seeing right now, the first exam 2, the grade is higher than exam 1, so it should be a little easier compared to exam 1. All right, chapter 9. Know what's a war price, okay, and also know what's a price taker. So price taker is anybody who would take the price. That means you cannot set your own price. And once you're given the graph over here, make sure you know that every time if the world price is above your equilibrium price, so this is the equilibrium, this is the world price, then you have an export market. Now, if it's below, so suppose your world price over here, then you have an import market. Okay, so for export market, area A, or before trade, consumer surplus is AB, producer surplus is C, and then with trade, total surplus is A, B, and C. And then with trade, consumer surplus is A, producers B, C, and D, and then total surplus is A, B, C, and D. So this D is the benefit of trade, and we call this one gain from trade. And make sure you know how to find an area for each one. So this will be an importing market because the world price is below the domestic price. That's also gain from trade. This slide is important. So make sure you know the direction of trade, and also know that doesn't matter either you're exporting, importing, your total surplus will increase. Because that's why we say trade is good for everybody. Okay. Let me see. Tariff is a tax on import, so you should know that. All right, so this is important. So if you see it before with free trade, the price is 20. At price of 20, consumer surplus is the big triangle, including almost everything. And then producer surplus is the little G over here. Total surplus is everything. And then with tariff will increase the price buyer pays, and also increase the price seller receive. So with tariff, consumer surplus become only A and B, producer is only C and G, and then this is our tax revenue. Your total surplus is A, B, C, E, G, but this D and E or D and F, this is called dead weight loss. Okay. All right, so that's that part. Okay, so that's it for chapter 9. We're going fast. Chapter 10. Yeah, chapter 10 and chapter 11 are also definitions as well. Let me see, is there anything extra I need to know for these 2 chapters? Yeah, it's mostly definitions. If you know definitions, you'll be fine on these 2 chapters. And then guys, I just realized something. For some reason, your chapter 12 quiz is much easier than my face-to-face class chapter 12 quiz. So you guys got lucky. If you want, I can show you a question on my face-to-face class chapter 12 quiz. All right, so know the difference between your public good, private good, common resource, and club good. So know which one's each, okay? Know what's a free rider. So basically anybody who enjoy the benefit but don't pay for the cost. Okay, so that's it for chapter 11. That's a short chapter. And then lastly, chapter 12. All right, design of tax system. All right, so know what's the average tax rate, or know what's a marginal tax rate. Okay. Oh, guys, also many of the questions on the chapter 12 quiz and also on the test is not in the PowerPoint, but it is in the book. So if you want to be safe and don't miss anything, for chapter 12, it's best to read the book first. And then the book covers all the information that you need to know on the quiz. Okay, because I just went through some of the questions in the quiz and looks at the PowerPoint doesn't cover them, like what is corporate tax, or what is the social security tax, doesn't cover about those informations. So make sure you read the book first. Okay. All right, so that's it for all the chapters. Does anybody have any question you want to ask me? Let me wait for a while. All right, so you know what, guys? If you have no questions, I think that we can call early today. So we're gonna stop here, and then before we go, let me get everybody's name here so we can get you the extra credit. Let me see. Adriana's here. Victoria, Andrew is here. Robert, Tom, Thal. Let me see who. Clark. Okay, got you, Clark. Shayla, Abdul, Jonathan. Okay, all right. So I got you here. So guys, so you get your 3 points on the test. So make sure check your so go to your exam 2, and then in the comment section, check on the extra credits. So you should get them in the comment section. And then once you guys finish your test by Sunday night, I will go back in there early next week and add in all the extra credits. And then also, I've been catching up on your discussion grade. So if you check our discussions right now, I have graded everything up to week 6. So week 7, 8 will be graded sometime today or tomorrow. All right, so guys, if no questions, I guess I wish you good luck on your test. And then from what I'm seeing right now, you guys should be okay. Okay, so if you study your quiz, remember the best way to study is go over all quizzes. So study the quiz, look at the PowerPoint, and also read the chapter 12, chapter 10, chapter 11 one more time. Those are definitions, and you should be fine on the test. All right, guys. So have any question, let me know, and then I see you this time next week. Bye bye.